Okay, so I bet you're all wondering, Karina, what is this background? I completely rearranged my entire room, just so you know. I got back from New York and I was laying in bed and I was like, nope. And everything I was just like, it doesn't work, feng shui, whatever. What does that even mean, okay? Feng shui, I don't know, okay? But it didn't vibe right. And so I changed my entire room around. And so room tour might be coming soon? What? But yeah, so I might be posting a room tour soon. Hey guys, so today I am filming for you a video because I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, even though I've posted, but like I pre-filmed, so I haven't really seen you guys in a while. But yeah, I'm back from NYU, as you can tell. If you followed me on my vlog channel, which is ToInfinityBeauty, then I did upload some videos, some vlogs on there, so I have seen some of you guys in a while, but not like everyone. That makes sense, catch my drift, picking up what I'm putting down. But yeah, so like I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in so long. But basically, yeah, I went to NYU and it was fantastic. I loved it so much and it was just really great. And I talked about that in a previous video, why I was going, what I was doing, whatever. But briefly, I went for a summer program with Tisch High School, or with Tisch School of the Arts, and it was like a high school program, and we got to like work with college kids too, and get college credits, and live in the dorms, live in New York City. So I moved to the city for a month. I mean, it was amazing. And just to like be able to have that like college experience, like while I'm still in high school, it just taught me so much. I wanted to film a video that was kind of like things people don't tell you about college, things people don't tell you about living in New York, top things I learned while at NYU. Things people don't tell you about going off to college, even if it's for a month, even if it's for a whole year, 4 years, semester, whatever. Either way, things people don't tell you. Number one would be probably that your wallet is everything. Because honestly, my debit card is my best friend. And I didn't go anywhere without my debit card. And it was actually pretty bad because I'm really bad about keeping cash because I have my debit card now, so it's like everything I just use my card for instead of like keeping cash on me. So then I would get to somewhere where it's like, oh, a minimum of this if you use your card, or like, oh, we don't accept cards, or something like that. And I'm like, or like places where it was like really difficult to break up the check because you're with like so many people, because my friends and I would go out in like groups of like 6, 7, 8 of us sometimes. And so it was like hard at certain places and certain restaurants like to split up the bills and stuff like that, so sometimes it was just easier like to have cash. But I am really bad about keeping cash. So your debit card is definitely your best friend, but keeping cash is also your best friend. So always keep some cash on you. Keep cash in like different spotted places, especially if you're going somewhere like New York City where it's not exactly like the safest place to be carrying around a whole bunch of cash. Like obviously have your card on you in your wallet. Keep cash, keep some of it like in your bag, keep some of it in different compartments of your bag, keep some of it maybe in a pocket of yours where it can't get lost. I kept money like different spaces in my dorm room. Like I would have different hiding places in my dorm room where I kept like some money here, some money there. Just like always have many places where you have cash stashed just in case of emergencies. Also, especially like at NYU, because to get into any building or anything you needed your ID to get in, your NYU ID. I don't have my NYU ID anymore because I had to give it back when I checked out, but that's definitely something you need to hold on to with your life, because I was only there for like a week and I lost it. I got there on Sunday. By the next Sunday I had lost my ID in Soho, and so it was because I didn't have a full length little lanyard laminated holding thing. It was like only a half thing and I connected it with tape, and so I hadn't gotten a full one yet, and so I lost it in Soho. And yeah, your ID is everything, because if not, like you could easily get it replaced. You just go to the card center, but they're not always open when you're not in class, first of all. And second of all, they always charge like a little annoying like fee, even if it's like a little fee. Like this one was $15 and you're thinking like, why am I paying $15 for this ID? It's like a little annoying fee just so that you don't just keep losing it, because then you're gonna have to keep paying. But I mean, just don't lose your ID, because then it's hard having to like try and get back into your dorm afterwards, because then you always have to go up to the front and be like, I lost my ID, my name should be there, like, and you have to like explain what happened, and then they would write down your name, like, and then you'd have to go early before like curfew to turn it, to tell them that you're here, so they don't mark you as not being there. It was just like such a hassle. So don't lose your ID, because it's like not fun having to figure out how to get a new one. Second thing, don't lose your key, which is kind of stupid, and I mean it's kind of common sense, but I did. I lost my key, I lost my ID, and then I got a new ID like 2 days later, and then 3 or 4 days after that, I lost my key. Because for me, I had the, I had like a lanyard, but I had one of these clippy things, but it was the bigger ones, and so I had a bad habit of when I got bored, or like didn't know what to do with my hands or whatever, or like I was just like focusing, but it was like I needed to move in some way, I would click on the lanyard, And so I guess somewhere I was walking and I was in the subway or I was just walking in the streets or something, and I must have clicked it and it must have fallen off, and so I lost my key. And so the thing about losing your key is you can't obviously get into your room. And I mean, yeah, you can ask your roommate, like, can I borrow your key or whatever, and my roommate was so nice about it. She let me borrow her key for the night, the first night that I lost it, because I was going out, and she was staying in the dorm and she wasn't going to go out again, so she was like, yeah, just take my key, so I didn't have to, like, bother her knocking on the door when I would come back in and leave, and I didn't have to leave the dorm room unlocked. And so thankfully my roommate was so nice about it, but not every roommate is, so don't lose your key, because then it was like, for me to get a new key, it would have to be like, they already had a backup in their possession, like down in the RC Resource Center, and so if they don't have a backup in the Resource Center, then you have to pay $150 so that you can they put a new lock on your dorm room, they get you a new key, and they get your roommate a new key, and your roommate's not paying for a new key because you're the one who lost it, so you're paying for your key, your roommate's key, and your new lock for your dorm room. And so that would have been $150. Lucky for me, they had a spare, and so I only had to pay $25. But that's still, again, another annoying fee you don't want to pay, and I didn't pay it, my parents paid it. But either way, it's still a really annoying fee, and so just don't lose your key, because that would suck. I don't know what else to say. It's like something people don't really tell you, but it's just because you should kind of know it, but it's also like, keep it conscious. Yeah. Thing people don't really tell you about New York City is, yeah, New York City, you can go anywhere you want in the city. You can go all over. You can take trains to Connecticut. You can take trains to Long Island, to New Jersey, wherever you want to go. You can go, like, everywhere in New York City. You can take the subway anywhere in the city, any of the 5 boroughs you want. You can go to Staten Island, you could go to the Bronx, you could go to Brooklyn, you could go to Queens. You could go wherever you want. You could go to Coney Island. Not a borough, but it's in a borough. You can go anywhere, basically, is what I'm saying. They don't tell you about the fact that you can go anywhere in the city, is that to get anywhere in the city, you need one of these. A beautiful, little yellow Metro card. And this Metro card, with its black little strip, is very expensive, because if you want to go anywhere, it's like $2.50 a ride there, and then $2.50 back, so you're paying, like, a lot of money, okay? Like, you're paying $5 just to go one place and back. And so, that's, like, just if you're paying for each ride. Me, luckily, with my program, I was able to get a 30-day unlimited Metro card. But this is something you really don't want to lose, more than your keys or your ID, because this little baby right here, this flappy little piece of paper that somehow magically gets me onto a subway, costs $116. So if I lost this little piece of paper here, I either had to pay $116 to get another 30-day unlimited Metro card, or I was going to have to pay every time. I would have to get a new Metro card, just not an unlimited one, and then I'd have to pay every time I wanted to go down into the subway. And so, I don't know about you, but college is expensive. I didn't have $116 just laying around to get a new one, so this was my baby. Which is why I got this fun little thing for my lanyard, the full-size one, so that then I kept my Metro card in here. Once I got my new ID, I kept my new ID in there, and I didn't keep my debit card in here, but like I would put it there if I was just like using it real quick, and then I put it back in my wallet where it's supposed to be, because you don't want your debit card out like that. But I just kept my Metro card in there, I kept my ID in there, like the important stuff, and then I actually took my keys off of the purple hook that it was on, because they gave you like this cute little NYU Tish purple hook clip for the lanyard. But like I said, I had a bad habit of clicking it, and so I had to take it off, but it still works perfectly because I have this cute little NYU lanyard that they gave me, and I love it. And it comes with a little NYU flash drive. So yeah, all of these things, very important. Don't lose them. Another thing they don't really tell you is, like, yeah, you're gonna be broke. They tell you that. Everyone tells you that. College is not cheap. You don't have a lot of money to go around. Stuff they don't really tell you, though, if you go around the area, you can, for the most part, find out that a lot of places, if they don't give you a discount, which they do, a lot of places will give you student discounts. You go to Starbucks, you go to Chipotle, you can go to like this place that's called Ricky's or something. It's kind of like Sally's Beauty, I don't know. It's just a beauty supply store. And you could like get stuff for your hair, you could get makeup, you could whatever. They even have like an NYU discount. And so like a lot of places in the area, CVS, Kmart, stuff like that, actually have NYU discounts. And so something they don't always tell you about is always look around the area and ask if they have a student discount, or if they have an NYU discount, or whatever school you go to, ask if they have a discount if you're in the area. And they don't always tell you about college or living in New York. You obviously know, living in New York, that there is no general campus. It's not like, with the exception of Columbia University, like there's no actual campus like gated with like Great Lawn and stuff like that where everyone hangs out. But we are literally, we were literally not even a block away from Washington Square Park. And it basically becomes our campus. And see, visiting NYU originally, I already applied for the program and I was waiting to hear back. But touring around the area, I was like, I don't know about this, you know, because I toured Brown, I toured Columbia, I toured like a bunch of other schools. And a lot of schools I found I liked the more closed campus type of feel, because I felt like I wouldn't be able to find my people per se and like fit in without having like that closed campus, because then it's like I feel like you're never gonna see anybody you know, you're never gonna like run into people in the street or like be at CVS at 11 o'clock at night and see your friends there. Like I was like if it's not in a closed environment, you're never gonna like see anybody, you're not gonna feel that sense of community, you're not gonna feel like you're a part of something bigger. Like I just felt like I would feel very disconnected if I didn't have that closed experience. And being at NYU and actually living there and being there, I realized it wasn't such a big deal for me as I thought it was going to be, not having that closed campus. And I think that's something that they kind of tell you, but you don't kind of really process for yourself until you're there. And they don't really tell you, but they also kind of do tell you. So it's like, it's all about personal preference, I guess. Like even now, if anything, being there confused me even more because I thought I knew what I wanted after touring colleges, and then I actually lived there. Everywhere you go, you're running into people you know, but at the same time you're also meeting all of these new people that you didn't know before. So it's like you know everyone, but you still don't know everyone. And so it's like you're constantly meeting people, new people are constantly getting thrown at you while you still like know everyone. And so it's like it was kind of really cool for me because it's like I knew a lot of people already from like the Facebook group or social media and stuff like that, but then like I would get introduced to their friends or their friends' friends, or like everywhere I go I was meeting new people that I didn't even know before. And like I went in thinking like I knew pretty much everyone, like, or knew of pretty much everyone, and I was really surprised to see that like even until my last day I was still meeting new people. Like my last day I met like 3 new people that I didn't even know were there before, just because it's so big but it's so close knit at the same time. And so it was like really cool. And so something they like tell you but you don't really like know until you're there is that even if you aren't in a closed campus, it's still like that whole area around there, like all the blocks surrounding are still your campus. Like you could go over to Union Square and you're still going to see people from NYU, you're going to still see people that you know. And so that's something they don't really tell you about living in New York or living at NYU, going to college in a big city type thing. So that's things they don't tell you about going to college in the city, or going to college, or living in New York, or going to NYU. All of it combined, just things people don't tell you or you don't understand until you're there, okay? And we're going to end with that because I'm going to make the next video, okay? So yeah, I love you all. Have a fantastic day. Also, this is going to be starting, in a way, my ToInfinityBeauty, that's me, that's my YouTube channel. That's not what my series is called, but yeah. So this is actually going to be starting my hashtag back to school beauty series because college, school, and we're basically almost done with summer, as sad as that is, and I spent my summer in school, but I loved every second of it, so it's okay. I might make a few more NYU videos, and what is my hair doing? I might make a few more NYU videos, so I'll get those out, cranking out, but then I'm also going to be starting with back to school videos because I go back to school in 2 weeks, a week and a half, a week? I don't know, I think a week. I go back to school, oh my god, a week from today. I go back to school a week from today. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that, okay? But yeah, I'm going to start getting back to school videos out. If you're already back in school, I apologize for these being so late, but I was gone, and then now I'm just trying to get back, and yeah. So now I'm just getting back to normal, getting back. I'll see what I did there. But I am getting back to normal now, so sorry if you're already in school. Maybe this will help you anyway, or it'll help someone else you know. And if you're not in school yet, then that's great. You can see these videos. Hopefully I'll get some of the good ones out before you go back to school. And if you're going back to school when I go back to school in a week, then I'm sad too, okay? I'm sad too, girl. But it's okay. We're gonna get through it. I'm gonna crank out some videos and we're gonna get started. And yeah, so I love you all. Kisses. Bye!
Me, so hey, let's be friends. I'm dying to see how this one ends. Grab your passport.